Guy, okay. Yeah, very good. You have a question. Um, you had come to me 10 years back or 15 years back, and you got a lot of clarity in your life.
Yes.
And then you went and started your own business.
Correct.
And business has reached certain level. So now you are asking the question, from here, how do I go? I'm not getting energy. Okay, there are so many people who get energy. I'm not getting energy. Okay.
Yeah.
There are people who are working energetically. I want to be like them, is the question. See, we go through different stages in life. The first part of our life is learning. We learn from the world. Okay. So that time we don't know what we want in life. No clarity. Everything looks good. A child goes to the market. The balloon looks good. The chocolate looks good. I want this, I want that. So at the early part of our life, after education and job, we don't know exactly what we want. Everything looks good. This technology looks good, that technology looks good, this C++ looks good. Okay. So that is what I call as learning stage or input stage. We are getting input that time. Some point of time, we start going to maturity. Now you become more selective. I'm not attracted by this or that. You'll ask a question, what do I want to do? Grow in life. So input stage to growth stage now. Okay. So application of the input to grow. Next stage becomes. Case, the input stage was where you are working for a company, you learn some technology. Now you came to me when you are in that stage, then got a clarity, then went into growth stage. You have started a business. And many people got benefit from business. Okay. So you reached a business in certain level. So that I call as growth phase. In life, everything changes. Like we change a gear in the car. We cannot go in the same gear in our journey. Initially, we go first gear, then go to second gear, third gear, like that. All right. So the gear will change. Right. So first gear, you learn. At that time, you try to learn so many things with enthusiasm. In fact, that enthusiasm is there. Then growth phase also there's enthusiasm because I have to grow. Why do I have to grow? Because I have to take care of my family needs. I have to take care of my children. I have to take care of my business. I have to get something. Growth phase. Okay. So now you are entering already, because you are asking question, you are already entering the next phase. Others would not ask this question. Right? So you're asking which gear to change now, next gear. Yes. And how do I change? I don't know how to change the gear. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right? Very simple answer. People who are doing business or people who are doing something in life, they always grew with the inner urge, inner drive, inner motivation. The first part of life is driven by outside. We see the outside technology, outside this thing. Second part of drive is growth phase. We try to respond to outer and inner drives. First phase, we are completely learning phase. We are completely driven by the outer world. In the growth phase, we are driven by outer and inner. We will try to respond, react to the outer and inner. Okay. So now, at this stage of life, you say, I'm not getting enough motivation, urge. You are at around 50 years. Right? And you have two children, and you have lost your life partner for unfortunate circumstances. So now looking at your life, I'm saying you're in the growth stage. So now question is now, do you have to continue to grow or you have to change the gear? And if that has to happen, what is required in your life is the question which you're asking. So let us take a people like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, even Warren Buffett. They are a big business. I'm giving just big example, big business names. They kept on growing the business. They became very successful. Okay. At some point of time, they decided enough is enough. The growth is enough. Okay. So they said, now I'll guide. So they started guiding many startup companies. Right. So that's why they put money in the venture capital. It's called mentor capital. The idea is not to make money. Of course, they'll make money, but the idea is to create more entrepreneurs like them. Okay, it's called venture capital or mentor capital. So then what they said, okay, I'm getting so much of money. Now I'll give back to society. They spend their money they spend their time and money charitable. So the phases of life is learning, where we are driven by outer, growing, we are responding and reacting to outer, then giving. Okay, we have to come to a phase of giving. So these people come to a phase of giving by venture capitalism and social causes, social service. Okay, so this is last part of life. After that, there's nothing else. Right? The question now here you have to ask is, are you still in the growth phase or are you moving into giving phase? Is the question you have to ask. Right? So my feeling is, you have to ask yourself, what I want to do in life. Okay. At this stage, you are in the growth phase. So do you want to continue to grow? For continue to grow, more what is the drive is required. Okay. So there's no enough drive for you because business is going on without higher drive. It's in the same gear. So you have to change the gear, you don't know. And to change the gear, there's no motivation. So for that, you have to ask the question, why I am doing what I'm doing? Okay. Do I have motivation to go in 10 times? So do I want to work for till I reach age of 70 or 80? What is that I want to do? And what is that I have to give? So now you have to find a joy in giving, next phase of life. First phase of life is joy in learning. Second phase of life is joy in growing. And third phase of life is joy in giving. So you have to ask the question, am I still finding joy in growing? Then you will get energy anyway. So since you're not getting energy, so I'm saying either you change the gear to enjoy in giving. But before these two phases, joy in growing to joy in giving, you will come to a phase of security. Okay. Now, how secure is my life? What security? Is I'm financially secure? Can I take my retirement? Can I take care of my children's education? Can I take care of my health needs? So what I mean is security needs you have to address. If you are clear that I'm security needs are addressed, then only thing which is left for you is joy in giving. What is that joy in giving? You have to find out. Right? Take my own life. I'm an engineer. In early part of my life, I was so excited by technology, this technology, that technology. So then I was also, of course, my deep spiritual urge was there to self-enquiry, self-knowledge. Then there was a deep urge also to give it back to society. I want to give the self-knowledge to many people. And in technology, in job, I very rapidly grew. I reached very peak. So that learning period is over. Then growth period is also over, got over very quickly for me. In the meanwhile, I started teaching also. So now this is almost the 26th year of teaching. So my urge for giving also is at very early stage. The giving is not money, giving is the teaching or spiritual teaching. What I learned, I'm sharing. I won't even call teaching, I want to share. So then what I want to, now at this stage, my job came to a peak. Then I said, okay, what do I do? What do I do more? I said, enough is enough. Am I secure? Reasonably secure. So now I want to give more. That's where I said I will retire from my job at the age of 53. Right? So I moved into a giving phase. Now I'm not expecting anything. I'm not in learning phase also. It's only giving. Security phase is also over. Okay. So you are entering into a question. Your question now. There's no urge for me to grow higher.
Energy is, I want to grow higher, but energy is not coming.
Energy is not coming. The energy is not coming because at this stage of life, you are driven, you have to be driven by inner. You have to ask yourself, what exactly I want to make my life next few years of my life. Okay. So that question, if you answer properly, the right energy will come. If you don't answer for the question, it will stay in the stagnate in this. You have to ask question, what I want to make in my life. Okay. Do you want to give or do I want to dedicate my spiritual journey? Okay. Do I want to or grow business? So more families are supported. So you have to ask this question. If you have answered for this question, then you will come. So typically I used to ask one question to people. Okay, we have to find our life's purpose. Each of us has life purpose. How do you find a life purpose? I'll say you are put in jail. Imagine you're put in jail. Okay, where only you are giving food and you are given facility to do some work. What are facilities required for the work? Will be given. But nothing else will be given. Will not be given salary or not be given motivation, nothing. So what will you do next 20 or 30 years of life with that work? Work, what you are doing should be joy. So you have to find joy in doing, which is actually joy in giving. That is the next stage of life. Provided you cross the stage of security. Okay. So early part of life is joy in learning. Second part of life is joy in growing. Third part of life is joy in security. The fourth part of life is joy in giving. So, and that's last. You have to find the joy in giving. So if you find the answer for this question, then your energy will come. First question you have to answer is, I'm growing now. So should I continue in growing phase? Till how long? And why? The answer should be strong enough so that urge also will be strong enough. Energy will also come. If the answer is not convincing enough, strong enough, then urge will not come. Then you have to ask question, am I secure? So what I have to do for security? Then last question you have to ask is, after security is a smaller phase. It's like packing up everything. Then I have to find joy in giving for next many years of my life. What is it I do? Is the question you have to answer. Is it clear? Right? So,
but this joy of giving, not everybody is interested in giving.
Everybody will get a joy in giving. Okay? It's not like a, see, please understand, joy is there in giving for everybody. Somebody is hungry. Okay? Even though myself, you don't want to give. Little bit giving that person, little bit will give you joy. Okay? But joy in giving consistently in a manner is your conscious life. So far, your life is unconscious. Learning is unconscious. Growth is unconscious because you are driven by outside. Security is unconscious because driven by outside. Only conscious part of life is what I give or what I do. Right? By doing and giving, can I be happy? That question is last part of your life. So that's why life is, once you come to the stage, growth stage is over, you want to come to security stage is over. At that point of view, when you ask the question, that is called your golden age. Golden age is you are living consciously by your own choice rather than determined circumstances. Right?
So, yeah. Initially, when we discussed, the cause of every life is
Moksha.
right. It takes one janma or
many life. Moksha.
Moksha, right? Moksha is like you told, that 7 stages are there. Satyam is the last stage, right? So, and that you achieve only when you are living, not after.
Not after that, yeah.
When you are living, when your consciousness is the highest alert level, then that is the stage you will reach that.
Right.
Right. So then that is the under trance.
Transcendence. Transcendence.
Okay. So that is not like giving anything, it is for ourselves. Right? If I am in trance, it's myself who wants to be in trance.
No, transcendence, not trance. Okay. Okay. What is the question?
So it is not giving, right? It is becoming or attaining.
No. So your question is, you discussed with me earlier, I told purpose of life is moksha. Okay. Yeah. Or liberation. Yeah. Liberation is transcendence.
Correct.
Okay. Liberation is transcendence. That is the ultimate purpose of life. Moksha or freedom. So there are two parts. Atmano mokshartam, jagaditaya. Okay. So we find joy in the being. Okay. And sharing the joy in giving. You are there, you are not sharing the money, sharing the money or power. You are sharing the joy of your being in the form of others. Joy of being and joy of peace. Whatever you share, it multiplies. Understand? So that concept of giving, sharing will continue. But only so what you share will change. In the early part of life, you will share money. Okay. All right. Like take the example of all these billionaires. So early part of their life, they learned technology, they were very enthusiastic, they did inventions, they made business, grow business. The later part of life, they found joy in creating more and more entrepreneurs like them. It's like venture funding.
Yes.
Okay, there's a joy of giving. So, but you got money. Okay, right? Then they find the joy in sharing in terms of charity, Bill Gates charity or Warren Buffett or any of these businesses. So now that's about money. So now in Jnana, Atma Jnana, the growth will happen. First is learning. I learn from Guru. Okay. Then I apply my life. Then I become mature. Then I'm working for my transcendence, moksha. But moksha, as I work for that, I give also. Now you understand, if I am working for moksha, if I'm working for liberation, which means I'm working for my inner peace and love. Right? My motivation is inner peace and love. Otherwise, my motivation is money. So you will actually try to share what you love with others. If you love money, you will understand somebody needs money, you will share money. But when you start loving for inner peace, inner love, you will try to share in whatever limited way with others. Right? Sharing, what you share will change, but sharing will continue. That's called Atma Mokshata Jagadya. Self-realization and selfless service. Now, selfless service concept will change. Earlier, when you had money, probably, or when you say money is important for you, you will give money, charity, and all. That's what happened in case of this businessmen. They share money and charity, or they try to help other people to become businessmen. But a person who is on the spiritual path, he'll understand love and peace is the highest. So, whatever extent you can work towards the love and peace of others, it becomes sharing. Atma Mokshata Jagataya. Sharing will always continue. Okay, what you share will change, depending on what you have. You cannot share what you don't have.
So, no, it is like there is subject, object, and typically everything is one. And you reach a stage where you feel you are one with
Totality.
some, yeah, some, you feel that energy and you
Yeah.
right? Is
Oneness.
it connected with?
Yeah. See, basically, the spiritual journey, okay? Spiritual journey, your question is, the higher level of realization is you feel oneness with the totality. Okay. The spiritual journey has two dimensions: love and peace. Okay. So now love and peace is the peak of human being. Love and peace is the spiritual journey. Okay. So now love and peace, in love becomes enlarges the entire world. It's called universal love. Love all. Okay. When you see one in all, the God in all, it's called love all. When you see God in yourself, all in one, that's called peace. So love and peace is the spiritual journey. Love all is called bhakti. Devotion is called love all. Finding one in self, all in one, is called moksha, peace. Right? So love is bhakti, and finding all in one is called peace, liberation. So these two are spiritual journey. It's not that you will get it one day. It's just like flowering. It'll evolve. Just it's like one day you didn't become an engineer, one day you didn't become a doctor. So it's flowers, right? So the flowers by your inner journey and service you give to society, inner and outer. Okay, that's how it happens. So now, typically spiritual journey, just like I told you, our job, profession, learning phase, growth phase, security phase, and giving phase. Okay. In spiritual journey, there is a suffering phase. We suffer in life for various reasons. We don't know what reason. Relationships, money, job, everything makes us suffer.
Yeah.
So suffering phase is what when you came to me. Right? That is the early stage, about 10 to 15 years back. So then from suffering phase, okay, suffering phase will is there because we are subject to the world. World drives us. Then your inner journey starts. That's where the time you came to me. I said we have to grow internally. Okay. And of course, you have to have a business and all for outer life. So that is the next phase. So we start the inner journey. Suffering phase, inner journeys. In the inner journey phase, we'll have to do something for our inner self and give something to the society. This Atma Mokshata, Jagatya will continue. So by doing this continuously, now you have to find here actually the spiritual paths are many. It's too confusing. In the material world, at least I can understand technology. What technology? In spiritual path, you don't know what the technology, what guru is there. Finally, if you are able to find one path or one guru direction, go in that. Work towards inner journey. Atmana Mokshatam Charitaya. Work on love and peace. At some point of time, it will blossom fully. So that's the spiritual journey. Total love is called bhakti. Total peace is called mukti. Any questions?
Practice this. See.
Right.
Then we find questions.
Okay. So, any questions for people on Zoom? Anybody has a question on Zoom? Satyavati, Vasuki, Shikegowda, Kanti. So I told two things here. Our journey of our career and our inner journey. There are two types of journey will happen. The career or job journey is outer and spiritual journey is inner. Okay. Both will go together. All right. In the outer journey, I identify 4 phases: learning phase, growth phase, security phase, and giving phase. Right? People like Bill Gates and all, they ended up in giving phase where they venture capital and charity. Whereas people who go into deeper spiritual journey, they will go into giving phase, Atmana Mokshata Jagadaya. So the second part, what we have, that's outer. And inner is searching for peace, searching for love. Start with suffering, find a guru, find a spiritual path, work inner, and start giving to others. Atmana Mokshatam Jagadaya. So this is the spiritual journey. So we have outer journey and inner journey. The art of living is to match these two. Sometimes people go imbalanced. They'll give more importance to inner journey and they'll lose outer. Somebody people give more importance to outer and lose the inner. The whole art of living is balance, inner and outer. Finally, inner and outer should become one. The inner reality and outer reality should be one reality. Then you call as total love and total peace. The duality has to turn into inner and outer duality also should go. So there should be total love, total peace. That's a spiritual journey.
Yes.
Guruji, Vasuki.
Yes, Vasuki.
Growing phase ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, is that Atmana Mokshartham and giving phase is it Jagadithaya? ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಎರಡೂನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡೋದು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಭಾವನೆ.
I don't know whether he joined at later point of time. His question, he was my student 10-15 years back. He came to me at a point of time in life where he was going through job related questions. So we have outer life, right? And we have inner life. In the outer life, we have a learning phase where I learn technology. Then it's a growing phase where I try to grow in my career. And then there is a phase of security. I want to secure for my pension. I want to secure for my children. Then there is a phase of giving. So there are 4 phases in the outer. There's the inner journey also. Inner journey is we are suffering in life. We don't know why we are suffering. So then you start self-enquiry, yoga, meditation. This is inner journey. So now inner journey, you have to take inside Atmana Mokshatam and you have to give also. So inner journey, Atmana Mokshatam. Outer journey is giving, sharing. What you gain, you share. By sharing, you multiply whatever you have. So that Atmana Mokshatam comes in the spiritual journey. In the outer journey, it becomes growth phase. You'll try to control more money, control more power, and help people also. Is it clear? The outer journey is job and career. Inner journey is spiritual journey. In spiritual journey, Atmano Mokshatam Jagadidaya. In outer journey, more and more power, position. For getting power and position, you have to help more and more people also to become more and more powerful.
Yes, Guruji, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು Guruji.
Hari Om Guruji.
Yeah. Yes, Kanti.
Actually, what you said that giving means what we are seeking, we will try to give. Like maybe if
Yeah.
at all I'm seeking money means when I'm working and the phase of working and making money, I will feel like giving and donating. But
Yes.
this I didn't have the knowledge of it. So when we are seeking the liberation, we will start to give the whatever is possible, like teaching or sharing the knowledge. This is something that is really new to me, that I understood from you, Guruji.
Yes. Basically, simple. There is a joy in giving. Okay, joy in sharing. But we share what is valuable to us, we'll share. So suppose I understand money is important, I'll try to share money with somebody. If I understand that love and compassion is important, I'll try to share love and compassion with others. If I share spiritual value of love and peace is important, I'll try to share with that, because you'll always want to give, share what you find valuable, right? That's how life is.
Yes, Guruji. Very nicely told, Guruji.
Okay, and there's a question here. The question is, desire to grow is there, but no energy to fulfill that. Basically, is desire wrong? The question is desire wrong? What is wrong with the desire? Or is it related to emotional energy that is lacking because of, is there because of loss of emotional energy? No. The desire in our life drives our life. If the desire is strong, the drive is strong. The energy is strong, because desire is the energy. Now the desire energy for desire, how it comes? Early in life, it comes from, oh, I don't know. Everybody knows something. A competition. Later point of time, I want to be more powerful, grow. Right? And later point of time, security. I want to be secure. Right? Finally, I want to give. These are the four motivations for desire. Now, the desire is there, but it's not generating strong energy. That means the desire itself, intensity is not there. Desire is vague. Okay? The vagueness of desire comes because of lack of clarity, lack of questioning. Who am I? Why am I? What I want in life? That intense inner questioning, inner adjustment. You find the answer clear, this thing, that energy will release. The desire gets blocked by lack of clarity, nothing else. Is that clear? So there can be a question. Joy of giving happens only if I find joy inside. If I find joy inside, I'll find joy in giving. If I am miserable inside, how will I find joy inside? How I can give happiness?
Because more action.
Oh.
It begins with the joy, but when the other person speaks, and then it turns out to be like that person is not, is somewhere else completely,
Right.
then we lose that.
Correct. So basically, I can give what I have. I cannot give what I don't have. Right? So if I have money, I can give money. If I'm joyful, I can share joy. Right? If I'm miserable, how I can share joy? Is the question. Right? You can give only what you have. In the spiritual path, ultimate liberation or joy is, you'll be bubbling with joy, bubbling with peace. You can give. You can just share. But if you're not reached there, and you know you're suffering, but if you have find the right path, okay, you are clear that this is the right path. you can share the right path with others. You don't share the destination, right? For example, let us say, I'm saying, example, right? You are suffering in life. Then you found that yoga can help me. Not that you have perfect yoga, breathing practice or this thing. So you can help others in the path, not in the final output.
Yeah.
Provided you are convinced that this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Understand? So now you are not sharing joy,
No.
you are sharing the right path. This is the right thing to be there. Okay. First, at least you should be convinced that you are the right thing to be there. If you are not convinced, you can't do. You should be clear, this is the right thing to do. So my misery is not fully gone, but if by traveling this path, my misery will reduce. So I can share the joy of finding the right path. That's also okay. Is it clear? See, people have a question. Fine. One day I become enlightened. Okay. I'll attain perfect joy, peace. Then I'll share. Life doesn't work that way. The perfection is not one day. Perfection is every day. Today, what I have, I can share. Today, am I fully miserable? Out of misery? No. Today, am I clear the path? So I can share the path. Okay. In the process, see, please understand, all of us don't know how long we'll live. Okay. So if you're looking for a perfection one day, I'll be free from misery, I'll be full of joy one day, that one day may never come because we don't know. Today is the day. Right? Today is the day I have life. So you have to ask the question, how I can make my life to the extent what is joyful, Atma Moksha, how I can share that with others. If you're looking for a perfection, it is impossible. Imperfection is nature of life. If you're able to accept imperfection, with that imperfection, you can share. I saw, right? There are some children are struggling. Okay. The children are hungry. I gave one roti to them. Okay, one roti. The child doesn't eat the roti. One piece he eats. One piece he takes and he gives to his younger girl, his sister. Another piece he gives to brother. Then one small piece remains himself. Even we find a joy in sharing one piece of roti. If he has eaten one piece of roti, he would have been very happy. Even sharing one piece of roti where you are hungry gives you joy. So don't be under the impression that, okay, one day I'll be perfect, then I'll share. Today is the perfection. Today, if I am able to live, that's life. Is that clear? Anybody has a question? Kantiji, Vasuki. My life. Can I make my life very meaningful today? Whatever extent of meaning, not perfection. Because perfection doesn't come in one day. And can I share my joy or meaning with somebody who needs? Don't force anybody. Right? So in the desire to do help others, we should not force anybody. If somebody needs it, you can give. Right? Somebody is not hungry, please eat roti, don't do that. So you share. Sharing multiplies whatever learned, whatever joy, inner joy. Do you have any more questions?
No, I'll practice this. One thing we learned is don't ask too many questions. Understand one thing and do it.
Yeah. If you are stopped Zoom, okay. See, ultimately, we should be clear why I am doing what I am doing. If you are clear why I am doing, energy, why the clarity is crystal clear, the energy will come corresponding to that. Then what I do, right? Doing is for two purposes: for gaining something for myself and sharing. Initially sharing with my family, or after that sharing with the rest of the world, outer circle. Right? So that's where what you told is ABC: awareness, balancing, clarity. Clarity is cleansing. Awareness, balance, and clarity. ABC in life is very important.